My name is Ken Darcy. I'm the primary driver of the GI group and Tippmann Car 990 and 991. One of the things that's kind of really cool about participating in auto racing is the chance that companies that do participate in one way or the other are able to bond with their employees, with their vendors, with their customers, or whatever it is, through racing.
There's a lot of social activity that goes on, and there's people, from all different walks of life that are out here, and there's people that can barely afford it to people that are extremely wealthy, and everybody. The atmosphere, when you get to the track, everybody becomes one. Nothing else really matters.
And in my racing career, I've won a couple of championships in Europe. I won the British Formula Ford Championship. I won the European Championship. Racing fraternity, it's like a big family. You see the same people doing it day in and day out, whether they're mechanics, engineers, race drivers, race coaches, race personnel, team managers, all the people that work together all share the same passion.
You meet a lot of interesting people along the way, and it's interesting to see how those relationships develop over time. I mean, fortunate enough to develop some of those relationships into close friends, to sponsors, to both, which I've done with a couple gentlemen that we were running here with this weekend. From guys that I'm developing, from people that I meet at the racetrack, from crew members, from the officials. It's all basically one big family. And so at the end of the day, even though you're fighting against other teams, you're trying to play ball with the sanction, but at the end of the day, everyone has a parallel goal.
What my sponsor, when I was in Formula 3 racing in Europe, they said, Peter, look, it's great that some of the races are televised. It's great that some of the races support the Formula 1 race and there's 100,000 spectators. And it's great, there goes the car whizzing by the spectators with our name on it. But really, that's just transient. That's a small part of why we're doing it. So the relationships with our clients are key to our business. And so we bring them to the racetrack. We invite them to this event. We bring them out to the racetrack. We entertain them, and we don't talk about business. We just are there. They get to meet you. They get to see the race car. If you win the race, that's a bonus. If the car breaks down and you don't finish the race, that's part of the story of the weekend. But the real value is that at the end of that 3 days or 2 days that they come, that we've spent time together in this exciting atmosphere, I can call those people up a month from now and they'll take my call immediately. And we have this bond and this relationship and this friendship that's forged through the racing and through the sponsorship. So that's the value, really, and I think you'll find if you look at the Penske's and all the professional racing teams, it's commercial. It may be a commercial enterprise. Of course, anybody in business does it to enhance their business, but it's really a vehicle, if you like, for developing and bonding relationships, whether it's with employees or whether it's with prospective customers.
During practice, even today there was one of the potential sponsors was out and had a ride in the car. He said it was one of the most exciting things that he's ever done. So we're happy to do anything that really makes sense that we can do at a given track.
Well, I expected it to be exhilarating. I expected it to be fast. I expected it to be smooth. And what I found was all those expectations were nowhere near the reality of what happened out there. And then as we come around to turn one, I'm thinking I'm going to die. And literally trying to remember just to relax, keep everything relaxed and calm.
The racing group are probably the tightest knit community and most supportive community of any group that I've met. And that goes well beyond the crews and the racers themselves, the drivers themselves, and to the sponsors and to everybody else. And people always feel right at home when they come and meet people for the first time. By the end of the day, they feel like they're lifelong friends.